that this needs to be brought back into complete compliance with no exceptions, no variances, no nothing for this particular property, and that we should also mention in a motion that we don't want to hear that there's an economic hardship now because your business has changed, because the business paradigm that you came to us, you threw it out the window on the bet that you could do better. And so you expanded, you doubled your outside seating, and you did all this kind of stuff. And I think that you should, I don't think you should be able to go anywhere and say, oh, well, now we're not going to be able to make as much money as we made in this configuration.
We haven't said that.
No, well, I want to suggest that you don't say that.
You have a
requirement for 4 parking places.
Okay, no.
And you just decided that you didn't need them, so you put something else in those 4 parking spaces. What did you put in those 4 parking spaces?
We used it as a patio, outdoor patio.
But you had seating there.
Which we're approved for 14 seats.
And how many seats do you have now?
We have 40.
Okay, so you were approved for 14.
Right, and that's when I said, yes, you're right in that. However, the person that did my patio did Firefly, which does the same thing. And
no, Firefly has a permit to you. You've already got so many exceptions and changes to what would have really been required for you to have at least 10 parking spaces. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And that was first. The enterprise zone, that was a reduction of the number of parking spaces that were required. And because you're in a certain proximity to the MTA station. That doesn't mean you get to use the MTA station's parking spaces, because you don't.
You're correct.
Okay? So now you go down to 4 parking spaces where you are permitted to have 14 people outside and 4 parking places. And you went ahead and violated all of that, and now you have 40 people out there. And how many inside? How many can be inside?
53 seats.
Okay, so 53 seats. How big is your property, the lot? Do I have that any place on the application?
110 by
47, 50?
50.
Okay. Okay, so it's a very, very small lot, which is what we explained to you in the beginning about how important the parking was going to be. Especially since right next to you are homes. People's lives are there. And obviously the noise even carries up past where the cul-de-sac is.